firstly though, as an actor, how easy or challenging, difficult or challenging does it get, to maintain a lifestyle that is so simple and, to not succumb to the temptations of, doing things that everybody else is also doing? How does that work? Like,
it is very difficult and it is very easy.
Okay.
Because I face both the things. It's very challenging and it's very easy. Very challenging because every day you meet people who want to tell you that tu galat kar raha, tu na, you could have been there. Their definition of being there is not my definition of being there.
yes.
Your definition of being there is a collective mindset of, let's say, a majority of people. It's a collective mindset that being there is defined by doing a film like this, doing this. That is what is being there. My being there could be very different. And I'm not living for them. I'm not living for a collective mindset. I'm living for myself.
Okay.
So to hear every day insecurities being drilled into your head and being told, for example, in today's day and age, every now and then I get people who say, Rajeev, you don't know how much you are loved by people. You should be doing itna zyada kaam. People who are not even whatever are doing this and that, etc., etc. And they will write you off. They will do this. You will not be, all of that stuff happens. Hire somebody. It doesn't reflect good on you when you are there on Instagram, but you are not there on Instagram. It doesn't reflect good. You should boost. You should do this and all of those things. Now, when you hear it, you say, yeah, meri image to ho raha hoga, but should I now go corrupt and start believing in something which is not my belief system? Should I corrupt my belief or should I not? And then easy, because you say, damn, I'll live my way because I've survived for 20 years. So it is going to be Rajeev model, and Rajeev, let's not compromise. So it is difficult when they put in insecurities, but then one good thing that happens again gives you strength to survive for another 2 years.
But at a day and age, or at a time where your followers on social media translates into work, how difficult does it get to not be there?
It is very important for us to also see the truth. We may believe what you are saying, but you will also believe with me that if presence on social media would translate into viewership, every film of every hero should be bloody a blockbuster.
That's very true.
The biggest of people who have massive following are buying their own tickets, which are called corporate bookings.
Yes.
So what I mean to say is we need to also understand the truth. Rajeev doesn't exist on social media. The show that I just did had massive viewership in terms of numbers, whatever we got. And that's what gives me confidence. I could have, what I was being told is, play around it. Now is the time where you have to
cash on
drums. Play drums that this show is the biggest show. Go around town telling the world. 10 people have to talk about it. All of that stuff. So I tell them, and people tell me this, I tell them basically, my industry is telling me, create fake noise because the real noise is there, but we need to hear the fake noise also to do things. And please, everyone is doing the fake noise, so you also do fake noise. And I end up creating that fake noise will not make me happy. It will make me feel fake, and I would be a depressed person. Probably I would be a depressed person because I only savor success when I know it is truly earned. You come and tell me, Rajeev, I'll give you 5 million followers. I have enough money to buy, by the way. You give me. I will, and as I said, that's me as a person, I'm saying. I would cringe every day looking at myself. Kisko dikha raha hai tu, Rajeev? Whom are you trying to tell the world that this is, each post is liked by this so many people? Whom are you trying to show? So it's pitiful, Rajeev, for you. And this is how I look at myself. It's pitiful. तो दुनिया के लिए जी रहा है, अपने लिए जी रहा है, जीना अपने लिए. So it's why I live for myself, and I say, let's be honest, Rajeev, that's all.
But like you mentioned that it is true success that is वो feeling of achievement ही अलग होता है. And your latest show, Secrets of Shiledar, it has seen that crazy kind of viewership. Firstly, though, I want to know what was it like, playing this role, because you embrace a very different culture in this. Secondly, when Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is angle is involved, you also have to be very careful with the story that is being told. So was there ever a skepticism or a kind of nervousness around playing this role also?
Yeah, there was. Firstly, this character came my way, and I was like completely clean bowled, because generally I get either very intense, or off late, of course, I've been getting now after I did that Karan's show called Showtime. People coming up with some interesting things also. But for me to play this adventure seeker was a very, very refreshing thing. And I saw the playground. I said, this is so different. This is so refreshing. And I would be very proud to be a part of it. And it is why I instantly said yes to Aditya. I said, when Aditya Sarpodar came and gave me the narration, and I said, boss, this is brilliant. I'm on it. Playing this character was, actually, I'm myself a very adventure seeker kind of a thing. So for me, it was very easy to do this. But the only problem was I had to be just myself, which is very difficult, by the way, to be yourself. I couldn't really prepare my character because it was on the run. So we were being very organic in terms of approaching the scenes. And thirdly, we had to be careful because I had not realized by then the reverence of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, especially in Maharashtra. While I was doing it, as I was discovering Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj along the way, because we were shooting in the locations which were very close to him, which were associated with him. And I realized I inadvertently, carelessly, because people are not very, I would say, sensible. Not all of them are sensible. There are some people who would instigate things without understanding that someone could carelessly have just missed out on saying Chhatrapati, let's say. I could just say Shivaji Maharaj. And then some people, to get attention, would say, Rajeev ne Chhatrapati kyun nahi bola? Yeah, not that I was not respecting him. It could be someone who is not used to saying it. You are used to saying it.
True.
So we had to buy. But I was told that you have to be prepared for those negative mindsets also, who would make an issue out of it to make them a little popular. So yeah, so we had to be very careful. And thankfully I was surrounded by a lot of Marathi actors and crew members who would tell me a few things. For example, when I held this dagger, the dagger of Chhatrapati Shivaji, they said, Rajeev, you have to be so careful now because you're lifting Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's dagger. Because I picked it up and I did my own thing with my respect. So I was told, the hands should also show respect, because you're touching Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's dagger. I said, all right. I then understood the sentiment. And that's how we...
But what was the biggest challenge then?
The biggest challenge, by the way, was the adventure performance. In a sense, we really had to... the biggest adventure. Why I'm saying this, the stunts and the action part, because at some point in the shoot, I had a slip disc. Because I was doing all of the stunts by myself. And in one of the jumps, I didn't realize, which was from 30 meters, it was not a good landing. It was a bad landing on the cardboard boxes. And I had to continue shooting. So I had to shoot with the painkillers and with intense pain happening. And I had to go to Raigad Fort, climb up, whatever. I didn't have enough time to pay importance to my injury, which means I had to get it diagnosed. So I had to do an MRI. After about a month and a half, when I got diagnosed, it said slip disc, and I had to still continue shooting for it. So that was the most challenging part. Otherwise, it was a fun journey. People enjoyed it because they thought it was such a fun journey. It was a fun journey for us as well.